In business, the Scrap Metal Dealers Association is up in arms over the government's recent decision to allow the importation of low-cost scrap metal into the country. The association says the move is not only unfair but poses a serious threat to local businesses that depend on the trade of domestically sourced scrap. Dennis Otieno has more.
So you're appealing the government.
Addressing the media in Nairobi, the association warned that the influx of foreign scrap could lead to widespread job losses, push down local prices, and undermine the country's recycling efforts.
There has been some import of scrap that has been happening, some import of raw material, new material like steel billets and steel products that has been flooding this country, affecting the metal recycle industry. These people are bringing in without duty, without proper duty, and yet the scrap metal dealers, the metal recycle industry is being taxed heavily. Therefore, it's very quite hard to compete with the imports.
The association further cautioned that the decision could deter investment in the local recycling sector, an industry they say is critical for both environmental stability and job creation.
Currently, as you're speaking, we have 25,000 metric tons of steel bars that has landed in Mombasa, which is obviously coming to flood the market. And therefore, we're appealing to the government to stop these imports.
In March this year, the government, through the Scrap Metal Council, announced the automation of import and export permit processes for scrap metal. Officials say the move is aimed at enhancing efficiency and facilitating cross-border trade. However, the association is urging the government to reconsider its stance. Instead, they are calling for supportive measures and incentives to strengthen the domestic scrap metal industry.
That our government does not allow scrap dealers from Kenya to export their scrap to other areas. We are only restricted to Kenya. So it has been affecting us because the same government is allowing scrap from out in a big way. But now it has now come to affect the whole market to an extent that we don't even have anywhere to sell our scrap anymore.
We want our members to be able to collect their scrap, buy their scrap, and sell their scrap at a profit. Not fluctuatory pricing due to the market forces that are being determined by the imports, cheap imports.
While government representatives are yet to formally respond, sources indicate that the decision to open up imports was driven by increasing pressure from manufacturing firms, grappling with limited supply and high prices of locally sourced scrap. The standoff highlights the growing tension between industrial growth policies and protection of small and medium-sized enterprises that form the backbone of the local economy. The dealers are now lobbying for access to export markets as a lifeline to sustain their businesses. Dennis Otieno, Citizen TV,